Stop allowing them to eat your placenta. Stop allowing them to eat your placenta.
Huh? Wait, do people eat placenta? Did I hear well? Wait.
Stop allowing them to eat your placenta. Stop allowing them to eat your placenta.
For real? Like, guys, please tell me, like, do people eat placenta? Because I'm hearing this for the first time. That's interesting. So this was my first reaction, right? When I saw this video clip and heard it, I was like, wait, did my ears just hear right? And then I decided to find out, okay, what this guy was saying, if it was true or not. And then I went on, Google, and I was like, do people eat placenta? You would not believe what I saw, right? So let me just give you a little bit of intro, like what I got, just one. It says, the most common placenta preparation, which is creating a capsule, is made by steaming and dehydrating the placenta or processing the raw placenta. People have also been known to eat the placenta raw, cooked, or in smoothies or liquid extracts. Really? I was surprised, dumbfounded when I saw this on the internet. And this article is published by mayoclinic.org, a very big institution that publishes a lot of medical information for education purposes and all of that. So I was like, this can't be made up. This can't be made up. So I decided to talk about it in this video today. So welcome. My name is Virtue Grace. I'm the African storyteller. I live in Nigeria. I'm in Nigeria. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I tell you stories like this, and sometimes I travel across Africa to tell you stories in the physical places. That's if you're coming by for the first time and you don't know me, that intro is for you. And I want to ask, have you subscribed? I guess no, right? So if you've not, kindly click on that subscribe button. When you do, tap on that bell and select all. That way, YouTube will always notify you when I post a new video or I do a live stream. And for those of you my red loves returning, thank you guys so much for coming back. You guys know I love you so much, right? By the way, happy new month. Welcome to November. Right, so now that we know we have done our housekeeping, let's go into the conversation for today. Guys, as much as I was dumbfounded, it was interesting for me, to get to know more about this particular subject matter, because hey, the world is advancing. Maybe I'm just the one stuck in the past. I don't know. So I decided to educate myself and to acquire information, and that's what I'm sharing with you today. So like I said, I saw this video and then it says stop letting them eat your placenta, and then I decided to do some research, and what I found out was really interesting, which I just shared with you in the opening intro. And then I continued, and then I came across another article that was published by the BBC. It is titled, "Why Do People Eat Placenta?" So by the caption itself, I was like, okay, so if they're saying why do, that means people already eat it. If not, they would have said, do people eat placenta? But if they're saying why, that means people already doing it and they only want to get to know the reason or the motive, the motivation for doing that. Okay, so I decided to read it. It was published in 2014 on the 11th of May by the BBC, like I said. And it says, it is a waste product from childbirth. So why would anyone choose to eat a raw human placenta? It sustains life in the womb, right? And that's the placenta. We are going to come back to that. And has fulfilled its primary purpose once it leaves the mother during childbirth. Human placenta then becomes something rather messy to be discarded, but not everyone sees it that way. The nutrients that have passed from mother to fetus over months of pregnancy are, some believe, still packed inside the bloody organ and should not be wasted. Instead, the raw placenta could provide just what the mother needs as she recovers from childbirth and begins breastfeeding. And that means eating it. Some women are opting to drink the placenta in a fruit smoothie within hours of giving birth. keeping it cool and sending it off to be dried and made into capsules, or even ripping off a chunk and placing it by their gums. It continues. They are convinced that the magic bullet gives them an energy boost, can encourage breast milk production, and even prevent postnatal depression. This is where it really got interesting. The Independent Placenta Encapsulation Network is tapping into the recent trend for eating placenta and charges £150 for capsules and £25 for a smoothie. Okay, that was my reaction. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So the placenta is the organ that attaches itself to the uterus of a pregnant woman, and through the placenta, nutrients are passed from the mother to the child. When the woman gives birth, either vaginally or through C-section, medical personnel remove it. If she gives birth vaginally, then she also delivers it like vaginally as well. I saw another article that was published by the University of Texas, Austin, USA. Right, this one says the placenta nurtures and protects the fetus as it develops in the mother's womb. Once the child is born, the placenta is no longer needed. Some mothers in the United States have recently become fascinated with placentophagy, the practice of eating the placenta after childbirth. It's a trend that has become more popular over the past decades. So this article is actually confirming that people eat the placenta, and giving the instance of some mothers in the United States who are increasingly opting to eat their own placenta. It goes on to say the placenta is eaten dehydrated, raw, or even cooked as a meat substitute for lasagna or pasta. The most prevalent method of consumption is in pill form. In this process known as encapsulation, the placenta is cleaned, dehydrated, ground up, and placed in capsules. The companies that do this, according to this article, charge a few $100. That's interesting. So if you are watching me from the US and you know about this trend, or you are a mother that has eaten your own placenta in the past in this process of encapsulation, drop a comment. Let's know, like, how much is it charged, or how much were you charged for encapsulating your own placenta? And if you know, if you've heard about this, because really it really felt new and strange to me. Like I said, maybe I'm the one stuck in the past, and as we continue, you are going to find out why I say this. But drop a comment. The more I researched, the more interesting it got, so I wanted to know more. And then I remembered that sometimes I see, like, on ingredient list of skincare products, sometimes you find placenta on it. So I've always asked that question in my mind. I always ask, so where do people get placenta? Like, is the placenta in this particular cosmetic the same one I'm thinking it is, like the one that mothers deliver after giving birth, or is it a different placenta they use in cosmetics or what? So I also decided to check online. Okay, Google is our friend, right? So I Googled it, and then I came across this interesting article by Healthline, okay? And it was actually medically reviewed by a medical personnel, and it was published on the 27th of October 2021. So it is very, very recent, okay? Because the placenta is rich in nutrients, its extract has become a popular ingredient in skincare products like face creams and masks. Most products use placenta from sheep. However, the article says some products use placenta extracts from humans or plants. The latter is different from placenta from mammals, but some think it offers similar benefits. Research on placenta skincare products is lacking. That's what this article goes on to say, right? But it's interesting because from this article, I actually saw that some of the placenta is gotten from animal source, while some is gotten from human source, others from plant source. So how then do we tell which is from human source, from animal source, or from plant source? But you know, it's a given that placenta is used in cosmetics. So I now ask, where do people get these placentas from? And this took me back to the introductory video you guys saw at the beginning.
People at the hospitals, the doctors, they are making money off of it. $17,000 and more. They're making unnatural medicine with it, with your cells, with your bacteria, with your power. The placenta is for you to keep, for you and your child.
And when I saw that video online, I dropped a comment because I'm a Tiv girl from Benue State of Nigeria, West Africa. And in my culture, placentas are considered sacred because that was what connected the mother to the child. So it is believed that, it is something sacred that should be treated as such. When a woman gives birth, in my culture, the placenta is given to the family. They take it home and they bury it in their family compound where it is considered a safe place. And it is believed that whatever is done to the placenta sort of influences the child's life outcomes. So if it was thrown anyhow and, for instance, evil people came across it, they could use it to bewitch a child or something. And a lot of people reacted and commented, many of who are Africans as well, from Uganda, Kenya, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, Togo, so many countries. They were also affirming that yes, even in their cultures, placentas are treated as sacred and are buried in the family compound. Some even say when you bury it, they kind of plant a tree so that the tree grows out of that placenta. And it is believed that as the tree is flourishing, so is the life of that child whose placenta was buried and the tree was planted on will be also flourish and all of that. So you would now understand my bewilderment when I saw or heard that people eat the placenta. I'm like, oh. Now it takes me back to the question of, back then they say Africans were barbarians, Africans would eat human flesh and all of that. So is this not a modern day practice of like eating human? Because like honestly, I still can't wrap my head around it. The fact that some people eat it in smoothies, some people eat it raw, and like, really, it even got more interesting under that video when people commented, when people reacted to my comment. Some shared that, oh, in the West, where they are, Western world, they are not even allowed to take their own placentas home when they give birth. I'm like, hold on, wait a second, but it is yours. Like, it is yours, so why wouldn't they let you take it? And then some people said, well, if you want to take it, you have to pay money to take your own placenta home. I'm like, so what are they using it for? Then it made sense to me when I discovered this, like, okay, so this particular article even made it more clear. An article by ncbi.gov. I'll put the full name of the website here. It says different materials called human placental extracts and placental extracts assumed to contain estrogenic hormones or other biologically active substances are not recognized as cosmetic ingredients, even though the use of these ingredients in cosmetics have been reported to the Food and Drug Administration. Now it made sense to me when I saw the article on placenta used in cosmetics. Could it be that they deny you from taking your placenta home and then they sell it to these cosmetic companies and all of that, and then this are used in skincare products or what? Because in the previous article that was reviewed by medical personnel, she actually said sometimes human placental extracts are used in skincare products as well. That then made sense to me when I saw the comments that said no, they are not allowed in the West to take their placenta home in some cases, and in some cases if they have to take it, they have to pay some money. So it was really crazy to me, because in this part of the world where I am, Nigeria, Africa, and in my own culture, the placenta is yours. They give you, you take it and bury it. And as the placenta stays in the ground, so you are connected to your roots and, to where you come from. Basically, you have that sense of connection to where you are coming from. But even in this case now, with the coming of Christianity and all of that, some of these practices are actually becoming, obsolete even in African climes, and I stand to be corrected, but that is what I think it has become, because it's not really popular as people give birth now. If you ask people in recent times, what do you do with your placenta after giving birth? Most people will tell you, well, just leave it at the hospital and come back and all of that. So you now see that, things are changing. And like I said earlier, I just wanted to know because I was curious. Probably I'm the one still stuck in the past, because that is what I knew about placenta. Okay, yeah. so many things to know, to uncover, to learn, and to inform us as we navigate the terrain called life, and explore the internet and interact with other people. It was really interesting to hear that people eat placenta, some use in cosmetics, in medicine, and all of that. But where we are from, it is buried. That is the practice. Some people actually don't use the word bury, they use planting, that they plant it and then plant a tree with it, and as it grows and flourishes, so does the child flourish. And I feel like that is a more pleasant thing than hearing that you dry it or process it, eat it in any form at all. But hey, that is life. People live lives differently, and like always say on this channel, we let people live their lives the way they deem best for them, as far as it does not affect me in any way and does not affect you in any way. That's pretty much my opinion on this particular topic. As usual, I know you guys have comments to drop. Go down to the comment sections, let's interact there. What did you know about placentas before now? In your culture, how are placentas treated? And did you hear before now that people ate their own placentas in any form at all? Or have you eaten yours, like I asked earlier? Just drop a comment, let's interact, okay? It's really interesting. And share the video, let's spread the conversation. Like I said, we might be stuck in the past, we might maybe need to advance and evolve. So drop the share the video, let's have more interactions and have more reactions on this particular subject matter. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller. If you just came by for the first time and you didn't subscribe at the beginning, kindly click on that subscribe button. When you do, tap on the bell and select all. That way you will always be the first to know when I post a new video or I do a live stream. And for those of you my Vert loves that returned, thank you guys so much for coming back. I love you guys so much, you know that already. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, guys, stay safe, healthy, below abiding. I'm Virtue Grace, the African storyteller from Nigeria, West Africa. Bye.